Stefan.
Hey,
Na,
how are you?
how are you?
I'm
Is it?
great, I'm
Ja,
great.
fantastico.
After a great day on the golf course. It's always
Hast du schon ein bisschen
fantastic.
gespielt?
Ja.
Ja?
Ja.
Und wie ist dein Handicap? Sag mal, ehrlich.
Verrate ich nicht.
Na, sag mal.
23.
23.
23.
Du meinst es seit vielen, vielen Jahren 54.
Handicap-Schoner.
Aber immer, ich bin der klassische Handicap-Schoner.
Genau.
Ich habe ein Handicap, weil ich mal vor 15 Jahren eine Platzreife gemacht habe und seitdem ungefähr nie wieder auf einem Golfplatz stand. Aber das wird sich ja ändern.
Wird sich ändern, nach
Wird
dem
sich jetzt
Panel
nach
auf
diesem
jeden
Panel
Fall.
ändern. Deswegen, die Bühne gehört dir.
Vielen Dank, vielen Dank. So, welcome to our sports panel today. And it's about golf, as you just heard. And believe me, it's not going to be boring. It's something you probably have never thought about when you thought about golf. So it's about the creator economy. You know, you all know creator economy is the big thing at the moment. But in sports, it's something which is creating new ecosystems. And especially in golf, in combination with those creators. We used to have these guys who just had normal athletes ecosystems. Salary endorsement, Ablösesummen, etc. But now, with the new guys like Grant Horvath, one of the top creators in golf, he's building a completely new ecosystem. And it's not only salary, it's endorsements. He's an own media company. He's making business deals like equity deals and merchandising and so forth. And we're going to talk about that with a lot of great people out of the golf business. And just to give you a little last perspective how it works, Grant Horvath goes on the golf course with Phil Mickelson, and he creates millions of views. And with that, he is building his own ecosystem. He's really beating ratings with big channels, Golf Channel or CBS or you name it. And one of the biggest brands in the US out of the creator economy is Good Good Golf. And we will talk to the investors of Good Good Golf. But first things first. We had yesterday at the Green Eagle Golf Course the first Creator Golf Masters. And who was there from you guys? Yo! And let's have a look. So with that, please welcome Simone Barilla from Bison on stage. Ciao. Simone, welcome first and foremost.
Thank you.
He's the CMO of Bison, and did you have a great day on the golf course yesterday?
I think it's safe to say we had a blast.
You had a blast.
It was amazing to see so many players and content creators all together. It was just fun with so many positive vibes, I would say. And of course, the weather helped quite a lot. Safe to say, probably was the best day in the year for me.
Fantastic,
fantastic.
fantastic.
Was fantastic.
So tell us, what is Bison? What is this brand all about?
Yeah, Bison is a crypto trading platform backed by a traditional stock exchange, the Börse Stuttgart Group. It was built in 2019 with one vision, which is to make crypto trading safe, easy, and reliable for everybody. And 7 years after, and more than 1 million active users, I'm here, to spread our message to the crowds.
Fantastic. I mean, Bison has been the sponsor of the first Creator Golf Masters, and we would like to understand, why is your marketing strategy focusing on social media and creator, and especially in the field of sports like golf?
Yeah, creator marketing has always played a central role in our marketing mix, and at the beginning we were in working together with Finfluencer because they are so close to our product. But now we think, or we see in our brand strategy, that we need to broaden it. And at the same time, we discovered that golf is actually a great spot. And a lot of existing customers that we have are golf players. You have met 2 of them yesterday,
yes.
And one of them actually won one prize. And this mix between sport and content creation for us is maybe one of the best things that could happen, because on one side we could reach people that we know are interested in golf, but we can go beyond golf through content creation and maybe also approach a bit more a lifestyle audience that maybe now we are not reaching that well.
Fantastic. I mean, this is really a best practice case, crypto trading platform and social media, fantastic organic fit.
Yes.
And I think your brand really did fit to the golf course at the Green Eagle Golf Course. Simone, thank you very much. It was a pleasure having you. I hope to see you next year again for the Creator Golf Masters.
I'm looking forward.
Thank you. Fantastic. Simone Barilla from Bison. So, now, after we talked about what happened on the golf course close to Hamburg yesterday, let's take a look what's happening in the USA. And I promise you, one of the most exciting things about the creator economy, which is the brand called Good Good Golf. And before we have Benjamin here on stage, let's have a look.
Since day one, golf's been a work in progress. No rules, all whims. Just, hey, take this crude twig and hit this leather pouch stuffed with feathers. Feathers. Until someone said, hey, I made a ball that flies farther. Hey, I dented the ball and it goes even farther. Hey, wooden shafts. No, wait, steel shafts. And yeah, time for some rules and more courses, more, and traditions. Sorry. And tournaments, and put it on TV. Hey, follow that bear and that big cat everyone's talking about. And what about launch monitors, force plates, and whatever the heck biomechanics is? And then a few of us thought, there's more to golf than this. Like this, and this, and this, and that. And did she just outdrive me with a 5-iron? And we should start them young, and old too. And you know what? Tell them to bring their friends. Yes, all of them. Because we're making things millions of people actually want to watch, want to wear, want to be a part of. Okay. What's next? Good, good.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Benjamin Grubbs from Greater Capital. Here you are. Welcome. Come on, let's have a sit here. Thank you for coming all the way. Sit here next to me. It was amazing. I was really glad you also joined us yesterday at the golf course. You have, with your company, invested and built Good Good Golf, one of the most amazing brands around golf and the USA. From an investor perspective, what made Good Good stand out from all the other brands? Because there are many, many brands other than just a successful YouTube channel. What made you to decide to invest and make Good Good as big as it is today?
Sure. So I think that what we saw was, not only just a great YouTube channel, with really good ad economics, on the platform, but there was really a brand underlying the business, and so it wasn't just the number of creators that I would say it's not a creator brand in that sense of not really around an individual. It's a company brand, and it's bigger than any one individual kind of creator. So that was something we saw as an avenue that you could bring in more talent over time, and it's not really beholden to any one individual. The other part was just on the business side with the company. They've been able to generate content, generate a large audience, a pretty engaged audience, but then translate that into pretty significant commerce. That's both online and now increasingly in the United States at retail. And so we saw a multi-pronged kind of revenue stream business there, and that was something that drew our attention. And with our the capital partners we have kind of behind us, we're quite interested to invest.
Great. I mean, it's all about the ecosystem and the different lines of business for revenues. But at the heart of it, in the center, it's always also about talent. I'm imagining it's pretty difficult to keep the crew together because they all, when they grow under your brand, they sometimes, try to escape. But how do you keep all your talents under one roof?
So I think there's a lot of talent development that goes on within Good. So both for what they're able to do personally, creatively, but then also like the commercial opportunities that are afforded to them that come through the company. I think the company this year is, since 2024 has actually been in live events, and those are only getting bigger and bigger. And then with the competitions that are happening within the U.S. market, the access to that as well. And so I think being part of that team and that brand and that community is advantageous, for any individual that's coming through and trying to develop themselves as a creator.
Okay. I mean, Benjamin has been leading the creator department at YouTube for many, many years. And I guess you must have massive experience in, talking and working with creators, right? I mean, isn't that one of the most exciting things at YouTube?
It was pretty good, yeah. So I joined the company back in 2012. I was based in Singapore, and I was responsible for first marketing kind of YouTube across the Asia region, helping to build out the creator ecosystem. Then actually worked with a lot of individuals, on their own personal goals and ambitions. And then I moved to the United States in 2015 and had a global role in the company, managing the global top creator partnerships team. And so from that vantage point, I was able to see across different regions, how people were developing on the platform. And it was not all the same. So some are, storytellers at heart and are creatively driven. Some are like strong entrepreneurs, and I think could leverage the platform really effectively to kind of grow a business. That's also, going back to Good, what I kind of saw with that company was that it was a number of people kind of coming around a common goal and mission and creating that brand, to resonate with consumers, first in the U.S., but increasingly now it's going to be over across the world.
And do you have any plans to, make your brand even more visible in Europe or Asia? Is that coming up next?
It is. A lot of our investment was geared towards doing just that. I mean, given a lot of my personal experience has been actually living and working in the Asia region, and so we wanted to make that an important. Golf on YouTube are quite big in both Japan and South Korea. Good actually has a pretty strong presence organically in Australia. Here in Europe, it's going to take a lot of localization, I think, in markets like Germany. Just naturally kind of travels well in other markets like the UK, South Africa too. And then in Latin America, we're also seeing some growth there. But so I think it's a nature of localizing the content, also localizing the commerce operations.
Okay.
And so those fans of the brand then can buy at affordable prices and good shipping rates.
Super. Before we get to the real creators who we're going to bring on stage, one last question, because you have announced, I think last year, that Good Championship in partnership with the PGA. It's like, it's the holy grail in golf, and you are kind of having your own PGA championship, the Good Championship, later this year. I guess it's in Austin, Texas. Tell us what's gonna happen there, and how large the audience is gonna be, and this must be a massive driver for your ecosystem, right?
It's a big driver for the ecosystem. It's a big investment. It's a big endeavor, overall. And so I think, for the company, the goal and aspiration is to become a top 5 brand in golf, not just a top 5 YouTube channel. And so I think part of that was also to be in the firmament of the sport. So that's with the PGA Tour. And I think it's not to be the sideshow, but kind of be part of the show itself. And so what we're looking to support the company from an investment standpoint later this year is actually look at how do we create a cultural moment on the tour. And so that whole week in Austin, so from Monday to Sunday.
Oh, wow.
And there's something from sunrise to sundown and well past the sun going down. And so there's the actual PGA Tour event itself and what's like inside the rope. Then there's more things outside.
Right.
And so it's also how do we infuse the best of YouTube and the creator ecosystem in a program like that, which I think is going to be a great platform for more and more creators that are coming up over time. I think even for other golfers that are also looking to kind of build their presence on the platform as well.
Fantastic. I mean, I hope I have the chance to attend that championship. It sounds like it's going to be the Masters. It will be probably the Masters of the greater golf ecosystem. All right. Thank you very much for now. We're going to continue to talk. Now it's time for someone who is also named as the German Hammer, Martin Borgmeier. Let's have a look.
We're teaming up to destroy a drone.
Martin to go to 11 under. Is this the German Hammer? I'm right at the stick. Oh my God. How am I supposed to beat that? Grant, I don't know how many people have ever told you this, but can you just shut the up? I mean, like, yeah.
This is the absolute pinnacle of YouTube content creation.
Playing a hole with Darth Vader. Can you guess who it is? Can I beat Bryson DeChambeau in a one-hole match if I blindfold him? Oh my gosh. Right? It's a matter of strategy eventually, right?
Try really, really hard and apply all the long-range principles we have. Everything.
I'm in the majors. R2 US Open Sieger.
So the training is a combination of speed training and mechanics.
Ladies and gentlemen, your new world champion, 426.
40-40! Yeah, buddy, running around the tee box.
You know what? That's more important.
Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the German Hammer, Martin Borgmeier. Welcome.
Dankeschön.
So before we go and sit down, let's see his signature clothes. I think he has the most beautiful legs in all over the world.
At least in golf, maybe.
Did you have a great day yesterday on the golf course at the Greater Golf Masters?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Actually, Green Eagle is such a tough golf course. I didn't even know we had that in Germany. So I didn't lose as many golf balls as I thought.
You're just one hit behind Freddie Shot. So please come and join us. Thank you very much for coming. He just came from the US, where he's really having a lot of friends like Bryson DeChambeau. I mean, you won against Bryson DeChambeau in your long drive contest. I mean, tell me, this must have been, like, I don't know, you never dreamed of, maybe.
Yeah, well, it really depends on if you know golf or not. So who in this crowd plays golf? Oh, that's quite a few. Who knows Bryson DeChambeau? Okay, that's quite a lot of people as well. So when you think about golf and Bryson DeChambeau, you would never think that that guy could keep up in a long drive competition. But he tried in 2022, and he actually did a pretty good job, I would say. Like, ending up in the final with me is pretty nuts, and that's a big accomplishment. And then I'm so glad I actually beat him. That would be such a disaster for the long drive community if a PGA Tour player at that point would just come in and beat us.
Yeah, and I'm not going to tell you what Freddie has done yesterday. Who drived out whom? Was it Freddie or was it you?
Most of the time it was me, okay? But on this one hole, obviously you have to bring it up.
Okay, on this one hole. What happens on the course stays on the course, right? You watched it as well, right, Benjamin?
Yeah, it was that
amazing.
timing.
It was on the 18th, So tell me, Martin, you are building your creator ecosystem, very much focusing on America. You are in the bubble. You are in the crowd of all of these great guys. How are you going to build and how are you see yourself building as a creator your ecosystem in the next couple of years coming up?
Yeah, it's actually crazy how creator golf changed golf. So when you look at traditional golf, it's kind of boring. Like when I watch golf on TV, I watch maybe the Masters, but the rest, like round 1 and round 2, is fairly boring. But the close to the camera stuff we do in content creation, where you really get to know the people, that's fairly authentic, is the way to go. Also for me in the future, I want to do even more YouTube golf. And now seeing all these great creators in Germany, especially coming up, I mean, der Golfscheng is one example. Like he's building his brand right now in Germany.
Yeah.
And I see more and more of that coming over to Germany. We're only 5 years delayed, I would say.
Yeah, 5 years delayed. Benjamin, Europe is 5 years delayed in creating the ecosystem.
For mostly everything.
Maybe we can build the bridge, the cross-Atlantic bridge, in your PGA or in your good championship, and get some of the European guys over, and the other way around. Are we going to see good in a contest in Europe soon?
I would hope so. We were talking about that yesterday, to have a Ryder Cup of sorts.
Would be fantastic. I mean, I'm sure Martin is ready to challenge your guys, right? Do you have a long hitter in your crew at Good?
They have Brad Dalkey.
Yeah, Brad.
Yeah, Brad is really long, actually. Yeah.
So before we go on in our setup here, one last question about, you are also involved in a golf league called People's League. How does that work? So are there actually leagues developing in the USA only with creators?
Yeah, so the People's League was founded last year, and it's actually pretty interesting because there's 10 teams, 3 to 5 players a team in this league. And then the team captains, and I own one of those teams, have to select players for those different formats. So we play scrambles, we play singles, alternate shot, and then I have to sub in those players, and we play for $100,000 each tournament. And that gets to show what the US is capable of already in terms of creator golf, because we do that every 2-3 months. And if that keeps growing, that's almost at a level of what the DP World Tour is doing. So creator golf is growing, and I hope the People's League is one of that. Could be a different league, could be us, could be good. All I see is it's growing everywhere, and there's new viewers every single week. So it's not saturated yet, and that's why I want to encourage all you guys also, all the golf creators that are currently here, to keep going. And maybe, if you want to and decide to, create a little bit of your content in English, because that was actually the switch for me. Like 6-7 years ago, when I started documenting my journey in long drive, I did everything in English, and that attracted a US audience. Because the golf market, compared to what we have in the US, is fairly small. And when you do it in English, you're going to reach all these people in Germany as well, because most of the German golf players definitely speak English as well.
So, thank you. I mean, it's an exciting journey for you, and the best comes always at the end. So, ladies and gentlemen, there are not only guys in the creator ecosystem in golf, there is also a lot of female creators and good performers. So with that, please welcome Mia Baker from the UK. Spin. Go in.
Oh! This is hole 6, the 400-yard par 4, 500 million miles away. Couldn't have hit that shot better. And if I try and write this stuff, you know what I think it is.
Roll that one.
Welcome, Mia. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Finally, the sun rises here in our panel. Please come over and sit next to Martin. It's been a pleasure to have you yesterday also on the golf course. You were really competing in the putting challenge. And how did you have a good day yesterday?
It was super fun. I got to hit the, what do you call it?
The shotgun, you know. The
shotgun.
Kanonenstart, the so-called Kanonenstart.
Yeah, it was the highlight of my golf career, to be honest.
Yeah. But, I mean, so tell me, I mean, you're from the UK. I mean, how far behind is the UK, compared to the US or to Germany in regards to golf creators and their ecosystems?
I'd say it's quite different. America's quite advanced in the sense that I think it's a big country, right? The scale of it fast. But then also I think the entertainment industry is bigger out in America. And one thing that they do really well is I think they integrate creators into sport really early on. Whereas I think UK, Europe, in general, I think they could do that better, but I think our communities are a little bit deeper somewhat. I don't know about you, but I definitely feel that like people feel like they really, really know you, where I think in America, a lot of people kind of know you. And I think if we can kind of bridge the gap between both of them, implement the way they work with brands out in America, back in Europe, and then try and create a bit more of a deeper sense of like community in America, I think that would be so powerful for the sport.
And you basically position yourself next to golf also with lifestyle, right? Fashion is also a topic. So how do you combine these two genres in a creator golf, kind of environment and positioning?
So when I first started golf, which was in 2020, I didn't know how to play at all. And clothing was actually a physical barrier I experienced getting into the game. I couldn't even go to a shop and buy anything as a female in the 21st century just to start a sport, which is like crazy to me. So I ended up getting in touch with the CEO of one of the biggest UK golf retailers. And then we spoke a lot about like online marketing, and it was all just for men. And any female that was online, they're all like high level athletes. It's like, how are you going to get the next generation of women and tap into all of that like potential that we have within sport? You need someone in the middle. You need someone to bridge the gap. And then I kind of felt like I really wanted to be a part of that because I love sport. But like, why can't all women have an opportunity to play a part in it? And I think it's really exciting. I think there's so much that we can do. I think there's so much that, like brands can do to work with creators. I think there's just like Good have done an incredible job out in America of trying to integrate the professional athletes with the creators, with the brands, and a sense of everyone can be a part of it because golf can be a bit exclusive.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, the whole fashion aspect, the clothes aspects, the apparel in golf was really, there is a lot of room to improve that. And that's also with good golf strategy. I mean, you have a brand and you have a shop, you're selling, basically everything. And also for female golfers, right? It's good girls.
Yeah, Good Girls launched in the fourth quarter last year, but I think if you look at the growth of the sport, not only I think in the U.S. but around the world, it's with youth and with women. So I think it was an important part of the business to make sure that there was that representation.
And Mia, are you planning to launch your own clothes line or golf clothes line maybe one day?
You never know.
You never know?
Never know.
Is there something in the pipeline? Something you can announce today?
No, not today. But definitely something I've looked into, I thought about a lot, but I want to do it where I've actually put in a lot of time into like creating it for women, designing it for women, and things that men don't actually think about when they create golf stuff. Like one of the first things I said when I met the CEO was like, do you pick your wife's clothes for you in the morning? And he was like, hell no, would never do that.
Okay.
I'm like, are your buyers men or women? He's like, they're all men.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well, we're going to be...
If you need fashion advice,
Yeah, go to you. My shorts are a bit short.
Yeah, I mean, you like his shorts, right? So we have a minute left. I would like from everybody of you one last statement. What is your vision of creator golf ecosystem in the next, couple of years? Just very short statement for all of you. Thank you very much for attending it. Martin?
Golf in general.
Maybe you take this mic because this...
Tour golf out there has to get even closer to creator golf because the camera stuff and the real conversations and what's really happening, that's what people are interested in. They're not interested in the next really good shot. They're also maybe a little bit interested in that, but they want to see how it was created. And that's why everything is moving even more in that direction.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I feel like bridging that gap, closing that gap between not just being online and on social media, but actually being out in the real world, even to TV. And like you said, the athletes with the creators makes such a huge impact because you've got the high level performers and then you've got the everyday person. Like how much closer could you get to bringing everyone together?
Exactly, that's very true. Benjamin?
I think the live event part is pretty important to the growth of community and engagement. I think for creators in general, you think a lot about just sustainability, and so that there's really a full-time income that you can actually earn by being a content creator who actually focuses on golf. And the more that actually continues to be the case, it's going to be healthy for the ecosystem.
Thank you very much. A lot of visionary statements here at the end of this session. Thank you very much for attending. I think there are a couple of golf fans of Mia and of Martin there, and obviously fans of myself as well. So we're going to be there for some selfies if you want to. Please queue up. And I thank you very much, and thank you for coming over from all over the world. Cheers. Have a great day at OMR. Thank you. Bye.
Vielen Dank. Stefan, Martin. Warte mal, Martin, bleibst du noch eine Sekunde bei mir? Ja, immer. Thank you so much. It's great to meet you. Mia, may I have the one microphone? Ganz kurz, Martin. Wie schaffst du es, wie bringst du mich von Handicap 54 auf 23, so wie Stefan?
Also ich glaube, die erste Möglichkeit wäre, dass du mal ein bisschen mehr Golf spielst.
Ja,
wie viel Golf spielst du denn?
Das ist ja das Problem.
Ja, das ist die Sache.
Wie viel müsste ich spielen?
Ja, ich glaube, so 1-2 Mal pro Woche muss das schon passieren.
Ja, okay, verstehe.
Ja,
und,
weil wenn man das nicht so viel macht, dann kann man auch nicht besser werden.
Da hast du was Richtiges gesagt. Und ich habe gerade eben auch deine Oberschenkel bewundert. Die sind so groß wie mein gesamter Körper. Ist mir aufgefallen.
Das könnte ungefähr hinhauen.
Ungefähr, ne?
Aber ich sage dir eine Sache, das wird dir nicht bei deinem Handicap helfen, wenn du sowas trägst.
Verdammt. Ich dachte, ich fange bei den Oberschenkeln an. Auch wieder nicht richtig.
Es schadet auf jeden Fall
nicht. Na gut. Vielen Dank, Martin. Schön, dass du hier bist bei uns.